downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. That he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Mike, 53. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Check. Check.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Howard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's the way. Check 4, Tokyo. Check 53.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go. Number 53, Mike 53.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. And the Vikings have got it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
We got it. We got it.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it started.
They start the drive with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 2.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Echo.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 43. Let's go. Great. 82. 53 is the mic. Here we go, G. Get up.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running with Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got a 1st down past the 30, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and is watch that unfold. I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Let's go, let's go.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 22 yards there, a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Clement. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Clement, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On the carry, it's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Cook, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Cousins.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, Steamer.
Play action now. Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Bailey's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
53, Mike.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, Steamer.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Cousins now from the 50. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Cousins now to throw on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Scott, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Try the right side with Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw is Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning out to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go with Howard again. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 32 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. From the 36, Cousins. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Wentz. Has it left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the pass. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Nice fight, Tim. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack there. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Cook, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Cousins now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Following the interception, Cousins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Our time. It's our time. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Great. 52.
On first down, they run with Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
120. Black, come on.
Wide, get wide.
They run with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first, they go right back to Howard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On second down now, it's Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Philadelphia, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.